Hey, it's Chris with ROE Dental Laboratory, and I'm going to today discuss the topic of the printed Tryon and the transition, everyone's favorite transition, going from the immediate load full arch prosthetic into a final. One of the most important steps of that is the printed Tryon and checking for passivity on the printed Tryon. And the main question we want to talk about that I get is if I have to section my printed Tryon, what material do I use to lute it together? Why do we section a printed Tryon? Well, once it's inserted in the patient's mouth, if there's any kind of rock to it, you want to do the one screw test, which that's on another video that we can kind of discuss later. But if it does rock, then we want to section it at that site, and then we're going to re-lute it together. What materials do we recommend? We want to make sure that it has a very low chance of shrinkage. So there's 3 or 4 that we always recommend. The Stellar, there's Voco, Duralay, which a lot of people use, or GC pattern resin. So anything that has low shrinkage, and make sure you use enough to lute it together so it doesn't come apart during shipping. Because one thing we can't do is we have a section printed Tryon and we receive it and it's already broken. We cannot put that together. It will not be passive. You'll be doing another printed Tryon in the future. So again, sectioning the printed Tryon, the one screw test is very important. Check for passivity. You can also please take an x-ray. That's another way to check it and make sure that this thing is seated and passive. And when seating it, just a reminder, thumb tighten. You don't want to crank this thing down because if you section it, crank it down, it could come apart here where it was luted together. What we're doing trying to avoid in this whole process of the printed Tryon is a broken prosthetic, because where these things break, right at the implant site because of non-passivity. So something was cranked down as opposed to being passive. So again, just want to avoid that. Thank you very much for checking this out, and for any other questions, visit us at our website below.